find 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 OM item validation organization. Find OM item validation organization. Find OM item validation organization. Navigation. OM is the short name for order management. So in Vision, it is this one, order management super user comma Vision operations USA. New batch people use this responsibility. OM navigation, setup, OM setup, system parameters, values. OM setup, system parameters, values. So here parameters are there. Just find it where item validation organization parameter is available. This one, item validation organization. This is the name, Vision operations. Just note down this one. Close the form. Note down this one and close the form. Right. Next. Define BOM parameters. Define BOM parameters. Define BOM parameters for the item validation organization. Define BOM parameters for the item validation organization. See, already earlier we created BOM parameters. For what? Plant, not for item validation. Now we are going to have a discussion in make to order cycles. For the make to order cycles, no need to maintain BOM parameters for make to stock. For the make to stock cycles, no need to maintain BOM parameters for item validation, nothing but item master organization here. But for the make to order, you have to maintain BOM parameters for item validation organization. Navigation, BOM. So here only available in order management super user, only available all the BOM related functions, WIP related functions, inventory, everything available. No need to switch the responsibility. That meaning is what? Against one application we can create multiple responsibilities. Across the applications we can create one responsible. Both are possible. BOM setup parameters. BOM setup parameters. BOM setup parameters. See where it is, whatever you noted organization, just find it where it is. It is Vision operations. It is code V1. Just select this one. Select OK. Here, BOM level already we discussed. Configuration options. This one. Here status. It's not mandatory, so you can leave it. You select something. Inactive status. Inactive. From the LOV, you select inactive. Numbering segment. Select item. Which related to inventory key flexi field. That we'll discuss in inventory module. Numbering segment. Item. Numbering method. You select append with a sequence. I'll explain you in order management. That means just after a few minutes, I'll explain you about this one. Numbering method, append with sequence. Numbering method, append with sequence. Create lower level supply. Select no. This one also I'll explain you after a few minutes. Create lower level supply. No. Configuration, config, bomb creation allowed. You must enable this one. Config, bomb creation allowed. Enable this one. See, configuration nothing but based on customer requirement, we are going to have a production. That is what configuration. Till now, what we did, so in the standard production process based on our forecast demand, we produced and we maintained stock. There is not customer specific. Now we are going to have a production based on customer requirement. So if you want to make it bill based on customer requirement, you have to enable the checkbox. Earlier I was not enabled this one. Now we have to enable this one. Why? Because we are going to test a make to order. Next. Here lead time roll up. What is the lead time? What is the time you are taking to maintain the stock? If it is supplier, it is procurement lead time. Source. If it is plant, it is the manufacturing lead time. Manufacturing lead time. Here include model items, optional class items, lead time also. If you want to calculate, enable this one. Otherwise leave it. It is not required. Why? Because model items and optional class items are not a stockable items. Physically here we define. So just you disable this one. Okay. So now we discussed about Panthem, right? Panthem bill we defined. In the same way we can define Panthem routing also. So Panthem routing is its imaginary routing. So just to reduce operations, many operations, we'll define a Panthem routing. Fine. Just save this form. Close the form. So we define configuration options for item validation organization. Next. So now we define different items, right? We have to define all the bills: planning bill, model bill, optional class bill, standard bill. Better you come from bottom to top. Continue. Define optional class bill. Define optional class bill. Define optional class bill in item validation organization. Define define optional class bills in item validation organization. Navigation BOM bills BOM bills BOM bills. Select here, I mean V1. V1 is my item validation organization, right? So select SZ, hard disk. So what are the optional class items we defined? Hard disk, memory, processor, right? These three we defined as a optional class items. Now you select SZ, HD, ATO. Now we list the components. What are the components we defined? Finished goods. Huh? Yes, in the last class, Friday class we defined. Friday class we completely defined planning item, model item, optional class items, and standard item. This now I am defining a bill. SZ 500 500 HD ATO. How much quantity? 1. In the same way list another item SZ underscore I think 1000 HD ATO we define. Yes. So we are maintaining hard disks 500 GB, 1000 GB. Where available options, right? So I'll give to my customers. So we are having two options 500, 1000. Which one you want? So customer will choose that one. With that hard disk only will produce a finished good. We'll assemble the finished good. These are the options, right? So go to order management, go to order management tab, enable optional, enable optional, enable optional, save the form. No. Either customer can select this one or that one, or customer can select both. If not enabled, you must select both. That is what optional. That is your requirement. See, I am giving you three options. If you want, you can select three, not a problem. If you want, you can select two. If you want, you can select one. But mandatorily, system should not ask you select three. One is mandatory. One is mandatory. That is called optional. Then in the same way, you complete another remaining two bills. SZ underscore processor ATO. SZ underscore what? I5 I7, right? I5 processor ATO. SZ underscore I7 PR ATO. Go to order management, enable checkbox. Save the file.
So if you select mutually exclusive, then
That
cannot select both, right?
I'll come later. That is different option actually. I'll tell you after completing this set cycles. Select new SZ underscore memory ATO. Z underscore 4 GB, right? 4 mm ATO. SZ 8 mm ATO. Right. Go to order management. Enable optional. Save the form. Now totally how many optional class bills we created? 3. Hard disk, processor, memory. Close this form. Next. Define ATO model bill. Define ATO model bill in item validation organization. Define ATO model bill in item validation organization. Same navigation. BOM bills. BOM bills. BOM bills. Select item SZ underscore. What are the model items? HZ CPU CPU 100, right? Yeah, CPU 100 ATO. Now here components. What are the components you have to list it? SZ underscore HD underscore ATO, SZ underscore processor underscore ATO, SZ underscore memory underscore ATO. Here go to order management, enable this. Actually at one level is enough, optional. I don't remember correctly. Earlier bills we have to enable, or here we have to enable. Enabled also not a problem. We will not face any problem. Just enable optional. Actually, here I think we have to enable. There, no need to enable. That I don't remember. That is the reason I enabled at both level. Save the form. Save the form. So in the same way, you have to assign components to the CPU 200 ATO also, right? Right. Can select new. SZ underscore CPU underscore 200 components. SZ hard disk ATO, SZ processor ATO, SZ memory ATO. Go to order management, enable. Now 3 optional class bills we created, 2 model bills created. Next what? Close the form. Next, define planning bill. Define planning bill. Define planning bill. Navigation. Definitions. Navigation same. BOM bills. BOM bills. Select item SZ underscore CPU ATO. This is my planning bill. Here I am assigning what? SZ underscore CPU underscore 100. It is one model item, right? SZ underscore CPU underscore 200 ATO. Save the form. That's enough. Now bill levels completed. Planning bill, model bill, option class. Finally, we are having finished goods. That I want to check it. So whether this bills created or not correctly. If anything wrong, again we can correct it. So just close this form. Next. Find, next continuation, find indented bill. Find indented bill. Navigation, BOM, bills, indented bills. BOM, bills, indented bills. BOM, bills, indented bills. So you select top level item. What is the top level item in the bill? Across the bills, I am telling you, I am asking you. SZ underscore CPU underscore ATO. This is the top level item. Then select button, find. Select button, find. Select button, find. Now see this bill levels, bill components, complete details we can find it here. See, under this first level is model items. Two model items are there. Under each model again, just double click on that plus icon. These three are what? ATO optional class items. Correctly available, right? How we define. Again, under each optional class items, there two finished goods are available. These two only stockable items. Remaining above all non-stockable items. Now clear, right? We created bill is correctly what we expected. In the same way we defined, nothing here different. So now what you answer for the intended bill? If asked question, what is the intended bill? So intended bill is what? It's a expansion of the bill levels. Bill levels. And also we can find other details, component details, operation details. Some other details we can find it here. Okay. Uh, detailed bill structure. So now this bill contains totally what? Planning bill contains how many levels? Three levels. Totally three. This is nothing but BOM levels, bill levels. That only we selected in the BOM parameters, very beginning of the manufacturing class. Then close this form. Okay, fine. Now this bills created in which organization? Item validation organization. Also you have to maintain in the plant, right? So we have to copy all the bills from item validation organizations to other plants. Continue. Copy all the bills. Copy all the bills from item validation organizations to copy all the bills from item validation organization to plant, to the plant. Navigation same, right? In a BOM, bills, but you have to change the organization. Right, now you are in which organization currently? Item validation organization. It is V1. So here I have to find what? M1, my plant. So how we can change the organization? There is the change organization. We can find it, right? In inventory we can find it, and also in the BOM also we can find it. There. Um, okay, fine. Here it is there, no? Somewhere change organization. Otherwise, you go to inventory. In the inventory, also in the bottom, we can find a change organization. Anywhere you select this form. What is my plant? M1, Seattle manufacturing. Navigation, item validation. V1 is the item validation organization. M1 is the plant. Okay. V1 nothing but item master organization only. Same way, logical bills we defined here. Same concept. Yeah. Navigation, BOM, bills. So we can copy, right? So I already showed you copy bill option. Better copy from the lower level only, from bottom to top. First you copy the optional class, then you copy model, then you copy planning. So first sz underscore CPU, sorry, not CPU, hot disk underscore ATO. This is what? ATO optional class item. Go to tools, copy bill from which organization? Copy from V1. Which bill you want to copy? SZ, hard disk, ATO. Huh? No. Bill by bill you have to copy it. If available 10 levels also, you have to copy one by one only. You can't copy at a time all the 10. That if you do something, we can do it, not a problem. But standard functionality not available. Select, copy. So two components are copied, right? In the same way, copy all the bills one by one. So I'm quickly copying. Next one, what? sz underscore processor ATO. Go to tools, copy bill from V1, copying sz underscore PR underscore ATO. Select button, copy. Save the form. Next what? sz underscore memory underscore ATO. Go to tools, copy bill from V1, sz underscore underscore ATO. Select copy. Okay. And so all the three optional class bills created. Next I am copying model bill sz underscore CPU underscore 100 ATO. Go to tools, copy bill from V1. I want to copy it sz underscore CPU underscore 100 underscore ATO. Select copy. Okay. Save the form. Again new. Sorry, not here. This one. New sz underscore CPU underscore 200. So from copy organization V1 bill sz underscore CPU underscore 200. Select copy. Next. Save the form. again select new. Now I'm copying planning bill, sz underscore cpu underscore ATO. Go to tools, copy bill from v1. I'm copying sz underscore cpu underscore ATO. Select, sorry, sz. Select OK. Select copy. Save the form. So all the bills copied from item validation organization to my plant. Then close this form. So all are the completed bills. Next. Next continuation. Assign line flows. Assign line flows to the line transaction type. This is the OM setup actually. So for the new batch people, not discuss this one. That will discuss in detail in order management. Just follow the steps now. Okay. Assign line flows to the line transaction type. Navigation OM setup, transaction types, define. OM setup, transaction types, define. So new batch people no need to define this setup, already seededly available. Just understand. Old batch, that means senior batch people, you have to define this setup. So here select F11, select F11, select transaction type mixed, select transaction type mixed, select control F11, select after querying, select assign line flows, select button assign line flows, select button assign line flows, right here they're available, right? Okay, I'll show you. This one already available here. This four you have to select it. I'll show you just same in the same way. Select new. Select standard line invoicing. That is my line type and item type. Include item. Workflow name. Just you note down, you people, this one. Line flow generic. Line flow generic. This one you have to select. Line flow generic. Here you have to select start date. So new batch people, you don't define this setup, already available. Only this one OM people who are the completed order management. These people they have to define the setup their own multi-org. Next, select new. Another. This one same standard line flow. Here select ATO item. line flow, workflow name, line flow, generic, uh, just a minute, line flow, yeah, line flow ATO item, line flow ATO item. Select new, standard line flow ATO model item, line flow workflow name, line flow ATO model. Select date, select new, standard, configured item here, line flow configuration, line flow configuration. Select OK. Select OK. This is the 4 line flows required for make to order cycle. Make to order cycle. Select OK. Then close this one. So OM setup also completed. No, that is different. Now, see, now in the normal sales order is what? After booking order, directly you will ship it. But here, instead of shipping first, we'll go for production. Once production is done, then we'll have a picking and shipping. Next, continue. Setups are completed for the ATO cycle. Next, write it. Heading is ATO, assemble to order, right? Both are same. Both are same. That is depends on again ATO assemble to order. We can maintain with 2 sources again, production and supplier. Production and supplier. If it is source production, then only it is make to stock again. Here I am using the sources production only, not supplier. So heading is write it make to stock. Heading is make to stock. Heading is make to stock. Already flow we discussed very beginning of the classes only. Same flow now we are following here. Step 1. Create sales order. Create sales order. Why I am creating sales order? My customer ordered for material product. Make to order. Sorry, yeah, make to order. Heading is make to order. Okay. Step 1. Create sales order. Navigation, OM, orders returns, sales orders. OM, orders returns, sales orders. OM, orders returns, sales orders. Select customer name. Here I am selecting my customer is AT and T universal code. So here, this is my customer name. Here in the others, this is my warehouse, right? Sorry, warehouse and plant. This is my plant. M1 is plant. Go to line items. Go to line items. So we are producing two models, right? What are the two models? SZ CPU 100, SZ CPU 200. Hmm? Customer I selected manually, AT&T. Seeded customer I am using. So new batch people also you have to use seeded customers. Old batch people already they defined setup for order management. So they will select their own customer. Just close or minimize this one, not required. Then ordered item. Customer ordered for what? Which item? Customer ordered. CPU 100 or CPU 200. Two models are there. Example here SZ underscore CPU underscore 100 ATO. So how much ordered customer? 5 quantity or anything. Whatever customer ordered, you select that quantity. 5. Here we are giving the options to the customer, right? Either customer can select 500 GB or 1000 GB, 4 GB memory or 8 GB memory or i5 processor, i7 processor. I'm giving options to the customer. Customer can enable himself. These are the requirement. I'll show you that one. Yeah, there select button configurator. Select button configurator. Select button configurator.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
so this configurator will work for only model items, right?
Yes, yes. Configurator will work for only model items. There is different options are available in Oracle Business Suite. OM configurator, projects configurator. Same. If you clear understand this one, almost all are same only. And Oracle contracts configurator. And separately there is the application is Oracle configurator. Oracle Oracle configurator is the advanced application for these are all configurators. So you please mute it. Somebody. Uh, See what happened here. Under this, totally how many options are there? ATO, processor, memory. So now customer will select this one. So under this, how many options are there? 500, 1000. Just it is example. Real time we will have the number of levels here, number of options. Just customer required 500 hard disk. Both also can enable, not a problem. Customer is asking, both are required. So enable this one and that one. Not a problem. Okay. So next, processor. i7 processor is required for the customer. Memory. 8 GB memory is required for customer. So this is a customer requirement. I am enabling. Just select button preview configuration. Select button preview configuration. You can cross verify, you can review it whether we selected correct or not. 500 GB correct, i7 processor correct, 8 GB. So we'll take a confirmation from the customer. So this is what your requirement. If provide the confirmation, we'll go for assembly. Select button finish. Select button finish. Select button finish. Now what will happen here? See, configurator is separately available, also available likewise. What I am showing you now. Separate responsibility can define for the application. No, separate it's not separate product. In the same product, it is a separate application. Like order management, inventory, purchasing, likewise. Oracle configurator. It is advanced application. So now here see, whatever you selected, all are enabled, right? So pricing this come from pricing module. You don't worry about this one. New batch people that will have in discussion Oracle pricing module. Okay, now what we have to do? Just save the form. Already it is saved. Just select button book order. Select button book order. That see, you should not follow this one. Again we have to go for advanced pricing module. I shown you, right, some pricing context formulas. That is the way you have to follow. That is, there is different option is available. Directly you can't change it. You don't worry, don't think about it. See, in real time, how will you calculate a price for the assembled product? First, you have to identify cost of the components, right? Uh, how you can define it? Nothing but formulas are pricing attributes. Now it is not possible, right? Discussing that much. Already that completed in the pricing module. That you don't worry. You don't think about this one. OM. Why? Because you don't know, right? Order management. You don't worry about it. Just follow the steps and complete the cycle for time being. Once OM is completed, then it more think more about this cycle. Okay. Yeah, order has been booked. So it is confirmed. Customer is given confirmation. So this is the reason we booked, customer ordered. See, it is booked here, and also line items booked. But this is the model item, right? Under this model, this with these options, we have to assemble the CPU. We have to assemble the CPU. It is called what? Configured items. It is called assembled item. Assembled item, nothing but configured item. We have to generate a configured item. Continue. Select model item. Select model item. It is model item. Remaining or bottom, whatever available, those are what types of items? One is optional class item. This one is finished good. Select model item. Select actions. Select model items. Model item. Select action. Select action name is called progress order. Select action name progress order. Select button. Okay. Select button. Okay. Activity. Select create configuration eligible. Just a minute. Just a minute. One prerequisite we forgot it. Before start creating this order, we have to do this one. Just a minute. You write it before you return step, right? Create sales order. Before that, you have to perform this step. You write it. Remove, remove, remove value from. Remove value from MRP colon default sourcing rule assignment set. Remove value from MRP colon default sourcing rule assignment set. Profile option. Profile option. Profile option. So which related to planning and sourcing rule in purchasing module. Okay. Navigation SA profile system. SA profile system. SA profile system. Select here name of the profile MRP colon default sourcing rule assignment set. Something you select and select button file. In our instance. System administrator only. System administrator only. So only check it site level enough. Okay. So here anything value available, just remove this one and that must be blank. That already it is blank, not a problem. but in your application, in your laptops, somewhere one value is available, it will not work. That is what is the sourcing rule assignment set, we'll have the discussion in purchasing module. Just remove, let it be blank, save the form, close it. Next continuation. Order management. See, that value, what that mean? I told you, right? Assembling. There, customer organization is available, my plant, and supplier organization. In all the three organizations also we can do assembling, right? If I want to make it assemble in supplier organization, so you have to select MRP colon default sourcing rule assignment set. If you want to do assembling in your plant, you have to remove that one. Yeah, next go to select model item, already that you returned. Go to actions, select progress order, select, okay, select activity, create configuration eligible, select create configuration eligible, select, okay, select, okay. See what will happen here. Here, see, especially see here, something will happen here. Any progress order. This is very important. This step is in make to order cycle. Go to line items. See what happened here. SZ CPU underscore 100 ATO after star some number. It is nothing but configured item. This is the item only we are going to ship to my customer. It is the, that means this is the assembled item. This is the assembled item. So now, and also just check it here, supply eligible. So this is the supply eligible. Okay, fine. Now, after finding this one, this is nothing but item. How we defined items manually in the item master organization, assigned items to the my inventory organization's plants. What will happen when you select progress order? System will auto generate the item in item master organization and it will assign to the plant. Automatically it will happen. Just let me show you that one. And first you note down this sales order number somewhere. Then note down configured item, close this form. Now you have to, you people have to remember this status, supply eligible. Close this form. Next, continue. Find configured item in item master organization. Just I am giving you confirmation. No need to confirm. Yeah, if already items are defined in item master organization, assigned item to the plant, then only we can find those items in sales order form. Just for giving confirmation, that's it. Navigation, inventory, items, master, items. Inventory, items, master, items. No, I'll tell you, I'll come that one. So select, my plant is M1, select OK. Some number is generated, right? After star, some number is generated. I'll tell you about that one. Something I told you while defining configuration options. After a few minutes, I'll tell you. Now it will come. So select F11, whatever you noted, configured item. You enter that select control F11. If already item is available, then only I can query it, right? But which is not created by user, which is created by system. So it is created by system and also assigned item to the plant M1. So what will happen when you progress the order? In interview they will ask you question. System will auto generate the configured item in item master organization. It will assign to the plant. Line will add it to the sales order. That is what happened here. Okay, fine. Then close this form. This configured item assembling with which are the components? Components. 500 hard disk, i7 processor, 8 GB memory. So that component, that details must have my production people, right? That is nothing but what? Bill. That is nothing but bill. And also what will happen? System will auto generate the configured bill. In which organization? In item validation organization or plant? In the plant only. Continue. Find auto generated configured bill. Find auto generated configured bill. In which organization? Plant. In the plant. Find auto generated configured bill in the plant. Navigation, BOM, bills, bills. BOM, bills, bills. BOM, bills, bills. Select F11, enter configured item, whatever you noted. Select control F11. This is the bill earlier I was not created. Now I am trying to find it. When I can find it, if already bill is available, this bill created by system. See, these are the 500 hard disk, i7 processor, 8 GB memory. Remaining all optional. These are not a stockable items. Only these three are stockable items. This bill created why? In the WIP we have to create a work order. Against what? Sales order. Continue. Next, continue. Submit auto create final assembly orders program. Submit auto create final assembly orders program. Submit auto create final assembly orders program. This program functionality is what we are requesting to the production people. Start production against this configured item with reference of so and so sales order number. Right, that means the sales order data we are transferring from order management base tables to work in process interface tables. From the interface tables, another program will transfer data to the work in process base tables, and also system will auto generate discrete job. Earlier discrete jobs created manually. Now system is going to auto generate discrete job automatically for my sales order. This is the reason we can say it is make to order. Navigation OM view request, OM view request, submit a new request, select single request, select OK. What is the program name? Auto create final assembly orders. This is the program name. Auto create final assembly orders. Here parameters. Enter sales order number 66433. Here load type, both configured and non-configured items. What is the non-configured item? Non-configured item nothing but I will not give any options to my customer. Directly I'll whatever customer ordered without enabling the options directly will start production. That is what non-configured item. Now we are testing for what? Which item? Configured only, configured orders only. So this is the status unreleased. What? It is job status, right? I want to generate discrete job with which status? Released or unreleased or hold? I want to generate with released. I want to generate with released. In which plant? M1. Class code nothing but what? WIP class, accounting class. But anyway, system it will select it. Select, okay. Select button, submit. Select button, submit. Now what's happening? What is going to happen? System is going to transfer the data from OM base tables to work in process interface tables. So when I was created, submitted progress order, here see calculate lead time. Lead time also calculated already. To if items or any purchased items are available, how much time it will take. If any lower level make items are available to produce those items, how much time it will take. So once this program is complete, that lead time we can find it. OM base tables to WIP interface tables. This program auto create final assembly orders. What data? Sales order data. This is technical understanding. Base table nothing but in introduction class we discussed, right? Whatever data entering from front end, once I save that form, system will store data in base tables. Sales order data available in base tables that we want to transfer to the work in process module. Directly we can't transfer. In between any two applications, it is standard design, standard seeded development. Available any two applications, interface tables are available. One program will provide the data, another program will receive the data between any two applications, not only here. So temporarily where you are storing between two application, it is called interface table. It is called interface table. Now here see, auto create final assembly orders program transferring the data from OM base tables to work in process interface tables. Whatever data available in work in process interface table, the data system has to transfer to the WIP base tables. Which one it will transfer? Assemble to order mass load report. This program it will transfer. And also it will auto generate the discrete job. Just complete this. Yeah, completed. You select this one. Assemble to order mass load report. Place cursor on this. Select view output. We can understand whether successfully data transferred or not, and also system successfully generated or not discrete job. Yeah. So it is sales order number. This one is what? Job number, work order number. This is the assembly, right? So this is the class is discrete. Just note down this number, work order number. Close the form. Close the form. Close all the forms. Next. Find system generated design. Find system generated design. Navigation. WIP, WIP, discrete jobs. WIP, discrete jobs. Discrete jobs. Okay, fine. Enter job number, whatever work order you noted. Select button, find. So this work order created our system generated with status released. This is system created, and here you can find a sales order details, complete details. This is the order number. So this is the created for pie quantity, complete. Then close this form. And one more thing. What was the status earlier for the configured item in the sales order form? Line level, supply eligible. Just see, don't write it. Okay, understand? What is the number? 66433. 66433. Control F11. Production open. What does that mean? Production started. Production started. Now already this order entry people, OM people having the information. If customer asks, they can answer. So already production is started. Lead time also calculator, right? How much time it's take to complete? Based on that here, where it is under shipping, there is promised date. When we'll have the stock? When you are going to ship it. When we are going to, complete details are available here. Next, continue. We have to complete the production, right? Production started. We have to complete the production. How we can complete the production? Already that we discussed in WIP. How we can complete the production? Huh? Move transaction we have to complete, right? Okay, fine. Just a minute. Move transaction nothing but standard operations. We have to maintain the standard operations. But here, standard routing is not created. Then how we can create a move transactions? Routing is not defined, right? Only bill we created. Configured bill, that too system generated. Then how we can create a move orders? Sorry, move transactions. We don't have any operations. We have to maintain operations. That already I shown you, right? Manually we can assign operations to the work order. Navigation is what? Job or schedule details. Just see, I am not going to assign operations. Then we will complete a move orders. Without move transactions also we can produce finished product. How we can create? Manually we have to complete the work order. Write it. Complete discrete job. Complete discrete job. Navigation. In shortcut here I am completing. Why? Because already we discussed this, whatever now I told you. WIP, discrete jobs. WIP, discrete jobs. Select button, find. Select button, find. So here manually you change the status from release to complete. There are unfulfilled sales order linked to the job. Yes, I know that one. Select, okay. If you directly try to select status, it will show you. But what you have to follow the step, you have to create move transaction. How we can create move transaction? First, you have to add the operations to the work order. This is a shortcut. Save the form, not a problem. Just it is a message, warning. Close the form. Next, work order completed, production completed. Next step is what? We have to transfer this 5 quantity from shop floor to inventory. What is the transaction we have to create? WIP completion transaction, write it. Create WIP completion transaction. And also you have to create another transaction. What? WIP issue transaction. You have to transfer component quantity from inventory to shop floor. But directly I am creating WIP completion transactions. Create WIP completion transactions. Navigation, WIP, material transactions, completion transactions. WIP, material transactions, completion transactions. Select work order number, WIP completion, job quantity 5, available to complete 5. Select button, continue. Sub inventory, select finished goods sub inventory. Here my sub inventory is FZI. So if you want, you can select sales order also, not a problem. Sales order number 66433, right? 66433. Why I am selecting this one? I am informing to my inventory people this quantity produced for specific sales order. That means you better select mixed and select this one. It is not a mandatory, just reference. Now order line, 1 line, right? So how much quantity? 5 quantity. It's okay, it's not a mandatory. Selecting sales order information. Select button, done. Huh? It is okay, not a problem. Production open. What earlier? Before complete production. After completing the production, awaiting shipping. Awaiting shipping.
So Ravi, what will be the quantity of the components? Because we haven't done any adjusted any
No,
owning
you
of the
have to create
components,
a
right?
issue transaction.
Okay. So without VPSU also we can complete this assembly completion
That
transaction
only I
with
told you.
VPSU.
No, when you will face the problem, when you close the job.
Okay, while closing the job.
Yes. System, it will not allow you close the work order when pending transaction existed against this work order.
Okay. Another question, Ravi, on the configuration bill, it was showing the option class and the actual item. Like suppose CPU, that processor, option class, and then actual processor i5.
Yes.
So, but that processor, that is option, that's not the item, right? So, will it expect that item to be transferred from
No, no,
sub
no, no,
inventory
no,
to shop
no.
floor?
Just like that is no, no. Only those are non-stackable items, right?
Yes.
So that is the reason. No worry with those items. Only we have to check it. This finished goods only, stackable items only. This will
So,
not
on the
consider.
configuration bill,
If you go to,
so on the configuration bill,
I'll I'll
it
I'll
just shows for the information.
I'll tell you
Uh,
clearly here. I'll show you. In the bill,
okay.
optional class items are available. This one, finished goods also available, right? But see components here.
Yes.
What happened? So issue
Oh,
will create for only these three items, not for those items.
stackable item.
Okay.
Okay. So, and one more question. On the order itself,
Let
like
complete
same
first
thing,
this
same
cycle.
question.
Burkett, let complete
Okay.
first cycle. It is almost 8:40.
Okay. Very
Okay.
good.
Continue. Now, find sales order line status. Find sales order line status. Navigation, OM, orders, returns, sales orders. OM, orders, returns, sales orders. So select F11, query your sales order 66433. Select control F11. What happened here? Awaiting shipping. Why? Because production is done. And also availability. Our available quantity is requested quantity 5, on hand quantity 0. Why it is showing? On hand we have to find 5, right? It is showing 0. It's not a problem actually. Why? Because awaiting shipping, when you will find when successfully 5 quantity transferred to the inventory, that is not a problem. uh, just here awaiting shipping here, clear, right? Let me show you from inventory, material workbench, inventory, on hand availability, on hand quantity. It is what item Why it's not copy? Here see, there is a 5 is available, and also availability, if you check it, 5 available to reserve, available to transact 0. Why? Because this quantity already are customer reserved for customer, but still quantity available in our organization only. Next, continue. Pick and ship. Now what we are doing, we are picking this 5 quantity and shipping to the customer. Pick and ship. Navigation, OM, orders returns, sorry, OM, shipping, transactions. OM, shipping, transactions. OM, shipping, transactions. Select your order number, 66433, sales order number. Select button find. Select button find. Here, there is the button pick and ship. Pick and ship. So, we are shipping material to the customer. Select OK and close this form. Go to view, request, find. Complete this. Whatever programs are generating, running, you complete these programs. Okay, it's take time. Yeah, now you tell me, Barkat. Whatever you have questions, now you ask me.
Yeah, on the sales order, it was showing the price for the similar like option class and the actual stockable item.
Yes, yes.
So why it is showing for both? Actually, it should show only for the item,
Yeah,
right?
you should not follow this way here. We have to follow formulas or pricing attributes. Advanced pricing, we have to follow this one in this case.
Okay.
Any other?
So there. Okay. And so I saw that there are two models like 100 and 200.
Yes.
And to both we have defined the same option class. So that means both are same, like in this example.
Yes, yes, same. Otherwise, you can define different option classes also.
Okay, so in real life, they will have a different option class for different models.
Yes.
And one more question regarding the planning. So what is the difference between planning bill and models?
Planning is which product you are producing, CPU.
Okay, okay, okay.
Under planning, how many models you are producing? This is model bill.
So how that planning bill is used in this application? Like what is the use of that planning bill?
That one is here. If not implemented, ASCP production scheduler. If implemented, that is useful for planning applications. Any other questions? Anybody? Advanced supply chain planner. Production scheduler, demand management. Applications are different. Huh? Oracle e-business suite only. Those are advanced applications. Demand management, that is planning module only. Oracle only. ASCP, advanced supply chain planner, demand management, MPS. So these are all Oracle products only.
Ravi, one more question.
I'll tell you. I'll come to that. I'll tell you. Once this program is completed, I'll explain it. Yeah, tell me, Barker.
Yes, sir. The standard bill, like how it is used in this example, it was not
Again,
used,
for
right?
standard bill, you have to define the components, right? First,
Uh-huh.
manually will create a discrete job for hard disk, processor, memory. Otherwise, these three items you have to purchase from outside. Earlier, what I shown you that you have to perform for hard disk, processor, memory. Then only you will have the on-hand availability in your inventory.
Mm, no, so like see in this configuration, we define the first planning bill and then define the model under it, and for each model we define the option class.
Yes.
Up to that point, it is clear to me. But now, where does the standard bill comes into picture here
Hard
in
disk,
this?
it's a standard bill for the hard disk. I didn't define any components and also not created any bill. Why? Because earlier we discussed that concept already.
Yes, yeah.
Uh,
But in this like config make to order, the customer is selected from the option class and model bill.
yes.
So how the computer know that okay, this is a standard bill related to this
Now
bill
what
or
will
something
happen?
like that.
Hard disk 500 hard disk customer enabled, right?
Okay,
Now what system has to generate? First system has to generate discrete job for the HD 500 hard disk that you have to produce it, right?
okay,
Otherwise you have to purchase that one.
that's right.
If item is finished good, system has to generate discrete job. If item is purchased item,
Mhm.
system has to generate purchase order. Why system
Okay,
is not generated discrete job for hard disk? I'll tell you in few minutes. I'll tell you.
okay, okay.
Okay, fine. It is running, right? This star item, how it is generated, right? So there is bomb setup parameters. Bomb setup parameters, numbering method append with sequence. From here, based on this, generated. Append with sequence meaning model item plus whatever running number in the system. There is another, right? Replace with sequence. Replace with sequence meaning no, replace with that model item plus your sales order number 66433. With that number, system will generate. Replace with order line number, your model item plus sales order number plus sales order line. User defined, system will not generate. You have to select manually this one. These are the options. And create lower supply, no. Why only system generated discrete job for configured item? Why it is not generated for finished good? Create lower supply, no. Here we selected. Here if you select auto create configuration items and ATO items. Here which is the ATO item? Assemble to order item, 500 hard disk, i7 processor, 8 GB memory. These are the ATO items. Configured items nothing but star items are configured item. Auto configured items only you select this one. This is due to that reason it is not created. Meaning is what? I'll create work order manually for the 500 hard disk, i7 processor, 8 GB memory. If items are manufacturing items. If items are purchased items, I'll create a purchase order. This is what these two. Okay. You can't do that. You can't do that. Here, that option is not available. Uh, no, no, no. That is we can maintain for flexifield cases combination. Here we can't. Normally, in other words, we can say it is star item. How system will generate a star item. Why expressly there? I think here only star option is available here in this case. So what? Hmm. A user define nothing but here system will not auto generate the configured item. User has to create configured item manually. Then whatever in which way they want to maintain, they can maintain naming convention. That is possible. Now here, if I1 plus here you can maintain by using this one. But by generating system, we can't maintain other special characters. Okay. Next here, what orders returns? Sales orders. Final step this one. Double 6 4 3 3. Your line status earlier it was awaiting shipping. Now it is what successfully shipped material to the. So assembling happened where in our organization or somewhere in our plant only. Right. Now here I given the options to my customer. But I'll not, in another case, I'll not give any option. When customer ordered, whatever we decided, with those only we'll produce it. That is called what type of item? ATO item. ATO model item, ATO item. For only ATO model, we'll provide the options. If it is only ATO item, difference between these two what? ATO model and ATO item cycle wise, steps wise. What are the differences? In ATO case, configurator will not come into picture. Remaining is same. ATO model and ATO item. I'll show you ATO item quickly tomorrow class. Yes. But after getting the order from customer only, I'll go for production. Okay. So today here I am stopping the class. Tomorrow I'll continue.